penalties like this game. There have been 19 combined penalties for over 200 yards here today. It has aided many drives.
When you're a player on the field, these penalties are occurring. You know that's going to be addressed in film study and during practice the next week. Whichever team wins this ball game, it's going to be an issue that they're going to have to fix because both sides have made too many errors here today. It's impacted the game.
Jalen Fowler keeps himself. Dump pass to Jalen.
Wins this ball game, it's going to be an issue that they're going to have to fix because both sides have made too many errors here today. It's impacted the game.
Jalen Fowler keeps himself. Dump pass to Jalen.
Wins this ball game, it's going to be an issue that they're going to have to fix because both sides have made too many errors here today. It's impacted the game.
Jalen Fowler keeps himself. Dump pass to Jalen.
Wins this ball game, it's going to be an issue that they're going to have to fix because both sides have made too many errors here today. It's impacted the game.
Jalen Fowler keeps himself. Dump pass to Jalen.
Wins this ball game, it's going to be an issue that they're going to have to fix because both sides have made too many errors here today. It's impacted the game.
Jalen Fowler keeps himself. Dump pass to Jalen.
Wins this ball game, it's going to be an issue that they're going to have to fix because both sides have made too many errors here today. It's impacted the game.
Jalen Fowler keeps himself. Dump pass to Jalen.
Wins this ball game, it's going to be an issue that they're going to have to fix because both sides have made too many.
Opportunity missed for Monica Sorensen. So shop these online to get free install or curbside pickup right in your neighborhood, or get what you need delivered the very same day you order. This is a basic and helpful hardware, folks. As Trayshawn Ward leaped out the backfield. It's a great job by Travis getting this ball back to Ward. Does a nice job on North Carolina squeezing from the outside in. Again by Trey Morrison. Get this started. Hey, if I was Florida State, I just want to snap the ball here and take the quarter. And I think that's exactly what Jordan Travis is saying. Takes us to the end of the first quarter. So a third down for Florida State. We come back to the start of the second.
Made with fresh cut vegetables and warm hand breaded chicken. Does that even exist? Not yet, because we don't make it until you order it. Try the new Southwest salad, only at Zaxby's. Redeem rewards, scan to pay, order ahead on the Zaxby's app.
Got DirecTV Stream. Now we can watch live TV and on demand. Serena, scary movie. Serena, scary movie.
Quiet, please. Triple match points, Serena Williams. Her moment. Quiet, please. Quiet, please.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream with no annual contract.
Thank you for the love.
Quarter dominated by North Carolina so far. They lead 10-0. And in terms of total yards, it's 126 to 12. And Florida State opens up the second quarter with third down and 8. Sean Corbin finds a crease, a first down and then some, all the way down to the 31-yard line. And Kelly eventually tripped him up, and he picked up 15.
Now you pull the guard and the tight end Gibbons. Wilson pop out Corbin, their best player. That's an easy seam for him to hit. That is a huge conversion for this offense. Now up tempo. As Corbin picks up 3, maybe 4 yards. Well, Kenny Dillingham, the offensive coordinator down for Florida State, said, look, our best players are our running backs. Right? We have to get them the ball. Obviously, Jordan Travis oftentimes is a runner as well. So how does that affect their play call?
Yeah, I mean, they try to really get the ball to the perimeter and spread you out as much as possible to create space in their run game. Because if you're not going to protect the perimeter, they'll kick it out. If you do, they're going to try to just create a scene for guys like Corbin and Ward.
But again, this time he picks up a yard before he is driven back. Darius Collins, Cedric Gray, all there for North Carolina.
That's a beautiful play by Conley. Conley is 6 foot and a half. He is 250 pounds, 15 pounds, and he will come up and hit you. That's why freaking nature athlete loves contact. They keep using North Carolina defensively. Sometimes in coverage. Sometimes he plays line scrimmage. Sometimes he'll bring it as a blitzer. His versatility is huge for their defense. Gotta pay attention. Travis as a scrambler.
Bulls have struggled on 3rd down, as you just saw, but they get a 3rd down conversion here. Sean Helton out loose over the middle.
Watch out, can come from the left side of your screen. You're going to see the mesh. Two receivers passing each other. Conley trailing from behind. It's a good job by Travis going through his progression. Here comes Helton on that shallow cross. And that's why getting into a 3rd and 5 helps your offense, is that shallow can get you that 1st down.
Pass gets it to Cameron McDonald. And the tight end is inside the 15-yard line before he's bumped out.
It's a good job finding Cam McDonald, but a little bit better protection. Travis is going to be able to see Jordan Wilson, but before the tight end was uncovered down the field. But a good job getting that completion. 2nd and 6. This is where they want to live, where they can put their slot up to the top and really try to lean on the defensive line.
Instead it's Ward. Very close to a 1st down. Inside the 10. Close to the 8-yard line. And the nose of the football right on our line to gain. Again, was Cam Keenan and Cedric Gray on the stop. Now right back up at the line of scrimmage is Florida State. And it looks like they have, without measurement, sets 1st down. This is the 10th play of this drive upcoming.
It's interesting. They're keeping these tight ends. Cam McDonald and Jordan Wilson, 87-4 on the field. It quiets the defense down a little bit. You got to protect those run and pass.
Sean Ward cuts it back. It's down to the 4-yard line. Another tackle for Cameron Kelly.
When you put those 2 tight ends on the field, and North Carolina is keeping 5 defensive backs on the field, you're at an advantage offensively. You're going to have a tight end often blocking a safety or a nickel defender. That helps your run game a ton.
We have another injured player. It is Ray Bahasa.
You roomed with Baker in college, right? Yeah, what? I'm rooming with him now. What did you want? Bro, what? He keeps the room really messy. He sings the OU fight song in his sleep.
I never got used to that.
He keeps boxes of stuff from all of his endorsement deals. Dog food.
So, what do you say? Rock on, rock on, rock on.
Team, it's been a grind, but I think I've aged you well. Some might say perfect. Who's ready to show who's the cheesiest? I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach.
Cheesy, official sponsor of the college football playoff.
Welcome to Allstate, where we've just lowered our auto rates. And savings like that follow you everywhere. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate. Because better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click or call for a lower auto rate today.
Okay, so take this right, pull into that parking space. Thanks so much. It's my lunch break.
You know you want that soft and tossed Wingstop, and now try it on crispy thighs.
I'm coming in fast. First class, you coming in last.
What are you doing? Why are we throwing the dang? It's a minute left. Oh, 3rd and 10.
This is James.
Dad, this is James.
James? James Harrison from Roosevelt High?
Good, Jimmy.
The 2021 Toyota RAV4. The RAV for all of you. Right now, get 0% APR for 36 months on a new 2021 Toyota RAV4. Toyota. Let's go places.
Welcome to the spectacular life, where winners and riches are everywhere. And thousands of prizes to win means glitz in the air. A life full of bling and splendor and bliss. Could it get more spectacular than this? Spectacular riches, with over $100 million in prizes from $100 to $10,000. Riches are everywhere.
14 Notre Dame in Blacksburg to take on Virginia Tech. You don't have the ACC network? Well, go to getaccn.com for instant access. Plus, we've got plenty of other great football tonight over on ABC, Michigan, Nebraska. 2nd down and goal after the injury time now for Florida State. Michigan Ward buried behind the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. Good penetration from Chris Collins. Tamon Fox. Now it's 3rd down and goal.
I'd like to see Florida State move the pocket here. Travis is such a threat with his legs. Whether it's a pass move or design, I want to give him the edge as an option. Nothing there, tuck it, and see if you can use your athleticism to go score.
You see 51 Davion Johnson is in now at right guard. Devontae Love-Taylor with ice on the knee in the injury tent. 3rd down and goal from the 5. There is Travis on a rollout. To the front right pylon. Diving catch is made. That's a touchdown for the freshman, Malik McClain. That's the first career touchdown for McClain.
Sidearm flip by Travis. I think he got that. I think his right leg gets down. His hands are under that ball. It's a nice job by the 6'4" freshman from Alabama, man. Extended, watch the right knee right there.
Yep. At first blush, you wonder, deep launch in the air to catch the ball and then maybe land out of bounds. But it looks like before any part of his body hit out of bounds, it looked like the right knee might have made first contact in the end zone.
I agree. And it doesn't look like as he hits the ground that ball is touching the ground or moving in any way. So I think the two things, that right knee's down, and then when he hits the ground with the ball, it doesn't look like the ball hits the ground or moves in any way. I think that's a catch.
Well, again, the ball can touch the ground.
Well, we got movement, correct?
Correct. In the judgment of the officials in that replay, as long as the receiver has complete control of the ball, if the ball touches the ground, that's fine. It's still a catch. Now, if they look at that replay and see as he comes to the ground, the ball hits the ground and bounce in any way, indicating he didn't have complete control of it, well, then you have an incomplete pass. So that's what probably they also have to take a look at. But I think you're right about the right knee, making sure that he got down in bounds. And again, it was called a touchdown on the field. So that precedent being set is important as well.
Ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
So Florida State on the board.
Watch the route. Again, McClain up top. It's going to be a fade. He's going to go up, peek, and then come back to the front pylon. You got to sell the fade, though. Watch his head peek back. Head peeks back. Now snap it off, come to the front pylon. Jordan Travis expecting him to be there. That's a beautiful You get 6'4", 205-pound freshman is running a route like that. That's beautiful.
7.5-minute drive for Florida State. Just what they need.
Legendary Florida State head coach Bobby found his last trip to Chapel Hill in 2009. Him and Mac Brown very close. Mac shared with us some wonderful stories. He said, first meeting 1988. My team was 1-7. He said, hey, you're doing things the right way. It's okay to start out slow. Mac said, then they went on to look our butts. He goes, the next year I was 0-7. Coach comes up and says, hey, you might want to pick it up a little bit. They're not always going to be okay with you starting slow your first several years.
That's a touchback on the kick through the back of the end zone. Let's check in with Matt.
Hi, guys.
All right, here we go, guys. What's going on? I'm a little bit late coming on here today because I was checking out my alma mater, North Carolina A&T State University, playing North Alabama, and it went down to the wire. And, oh, yes, my alma mater ended up winning. It wasn't an easy game, but they ended up winning. So now I can feel good watching my ACC team, which is the Carolina Tar Heels.
Auburn's way ahead of the curve.
And the Tar Heels are up 10-7 with the ball. Handed off to Chandler, and he gets about 3 yards on the carry.
With the influence of a Bobby Bowden, even on a Mac Brown. And I'm talking to Mac about the times that he spent.
So yeah, welcome everybody.
He said one of the biggest lessons
It's second and 9 with 10 minutes and 7 seconds left in the second quarter. Carolina in that spread offense.
Right? Like anytime a young coach wants to coach.
looking for a pass over the top. Oh, almost a good one-handed grab by Downs, but it was incomplete.
That's my job to pay it forward because those guys were so good to me. And Bobby Bowden was first on the list.
And I think it's something he is enjoying doing as well, is kind of giving back to the next generation of coaches like Bobby Bowden, like the Mac Browns, like the Lou Holtzes that we'll talk about 40 years from now, so to speak. And they'll be thanking coaches like Mac Brown for the stuff that he did for them.
Another pass.
Only a three-man rush. Long throw to the sideline.
Oh, how
it's through the hands.
the ball hits Downs in the hands, but he dropped it. It was on him as soon as he came out of his turn, which is where you want it, because that defensive back was on him.
That is beautiful coverage.
It's great coverage, and it's a nice pass. It was just on him before he expected it.
That's really, for me, Jamie Robinson, the sophomore that transferred from South Carolina, having
and Carolina will punt.
Coverage.
It's fair caught on the 35-yard line by Florida State. That's Helton.
Hey, game day, man. Let's get to work.
With me and you out here spreading the word about Mission.
And there's a timeout on the field.
Mission to help bring back school sports. I'm all in. Nicely done. Not everybody can pull off stripes. Buy a box. Support the mission.
Expert entertaining, their excitement can get waiting. They're just for pace.
All right, check me out tomorrow. Check me out tomorrow because I'll be streaming the Carolina versus Philadelphia game tomorrow. Starts at 1 o'clock. I'll be on time and ready. The Panthers lost to the Dallas Cowboys on their last matchup, but they did not play bad. We didn't play bad at all. Dallas Cowboys are a good team. All right. The ironic thing about that is that used to be my favorite NFL team, like I've said before, because they were around before the Panthers were around. And so when the Panthers got established, that's the North Carolina team, which is where I'm from. So why would I not cheer for the North Carolina team? I still want to see those Cowboys do good, though, as long as they're not playing my Panthers. So the Panthers also get back our star running back tomorrow, and I don't want to rush it. I've heard he's going to be good to go tomorrow. We could have used him in that game against the Cowboys, but I don't want to rush him back and have him re-aggravate that injury, because then he'll be out for 6 weeks. I think he missed 2 games because of I think it was like a hamstring pull or little twinge there. And but yeah, they say he's going to be good to go tomorrow. So we'll see how long he can last. Those Eagles I know they're not terrible, but we definitely cannot take them for granted.
Has a huge comeback. I think there's going to be some decision making for Lincoln Riley.
All right, so Florida State runs off tackle, gets about 6 yards on that play.
100 yards rushing per game. Number 4 in America at 8.1 yards per carry and just picked up 9.
But I would say today's, at least so far, is a little different. They're actually churning out some 5-6 yard runs. He's got that 8+ yards per carry because they've had big plays. He's had 50-yard, 60-yard rips. This is a little bit more methodical run game that we're seeing today.
Now it's a quarterback keeper, and Travis has the first down.
Quarterback keeper on the play.
This offense for Florida State has been so predicated on some of the big plays. And they're striving for consistency. And the more that they can play together on their offensive line, the more they'll have continuity, which will breed that consistency. Again, they're still very young. And their quarterback is going to be more reliant on trusting protection instead of the childhood instincts of tuck and run.
Another handoff. Well, not a handoff, but the quarterback keeps the ball this time. And looks like Florida State watched Georgia Tech, because Georgia Tech did that on us like all game. Just fake that handoff to the running back, and everybody takes off. Come on, Carolina. Can't have that today.
And he's just going to go right by both of them.
Wow.
And then you see that explosive speed, right? He gets past those initial defenders and then the ability to run away. When you're those second and third level defenders, one of the primary jobs is to make sure you don't give up those big plays that I was just talking about.
Darth Grills, what's up? Yes, sir. Let's go Heels.
Beautiful job of reading the defense, putting his foot in the ground on Morrison. Run away from the Tar Heel defense. 14-10. Seminoles on the road.
All right, now that play right there, once again, just like against Georgia Tech, like nobody accounted for the quarterback. They were in looks like they went well, the technique for the lineman was all down, 3-point stance. And I don't know if this outside guy is responsible. Is he playing like a defensive end? But he bit on the run and did not stay outside. The way I teach defense is whoever's on the end of the line, especially if you're a defensive end, you're responsible for setting the edge to the outside. You have help to the inside. Set the edge to the outside. So if he does that and you got the inside tackle coming down to get the handoff, the ball, then if the quarterback decides to keep it, you've got the quarterback. Then the linebacker, I think that came up, who went for the running back, is responsible for getting the running back. Or he would get that quarterback. All right. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think the defensive back had coverage, because he was really responsible for the running back if they come outside. But that was a RPO. Quarterback read the defensive end. Defensive end crashed down, or whoever's on the end of the line crashed down, and whoever came up, I don't know if that was the linebacker. The linebacker came up and basically really. He is supposed to get the run. So the quarterback read that, kept it, got outside. Defensive backs being out there, occupied with the defense, the wide receiver, and nobody picks up the quarterback, and he's off to the races.
It all starts now.
Taking a trip to Minnesota. I'm at Minneapolis. That should be cool. And I mean cool in both ways. The weather should be a little cool. And a cool trip to take. Back on tour again. Hear you.
watching ESPN College Football presented by Papa John's.
What's up, Dylan?
Travis with another rushing touchdown, his second of the season. He is closing in on 1,000 yards rushing for his career.
All right, so Florida State goes up on the Tar Heels 14-10. Florida State is 1-4. Carolina, if I'm not mistaken, is 2-2. 3-2. Here's that play again. Let's see exactly what happened. Well, let's see if they run that play.
How about this one? Watch him set his left leg in the ground, past Morrison, and then the ability and some juice to run away from the Tar Heel defenders.
Wow.
It's a young man who has had moments where the talent shows up, and if they can keep him healthy and protect him across that offensive line, he's really got a unique skill set of a.
All right, so Sam Howell and the Tar Heels come back out, send Downs in motion. They actually hand it off to Jones, who runs hard for about 6 yards. Carolina's going to need to get in the end zone right here. Let's go, Tar Heels. Hey, I'm feeling good. Right now, even though the Tar Heels aren't doing as good as I want them to do right now, they're not doing terrible, though, because my alma mater won, North Carolina A&T State University. So now it's time for these Tar Heels to win. Sam Howell gives it again to Jones. Jones runs hard again, gets the first down. 1st and 10, Tar Heels.
RPO-based offenses, which again, North Carolina is. I think defensively, Adam Fuller, their defensive coordinator.
7 minutes and 53 seconds left
Force the handoff.
in the first half.
Force the ball to get handed off, and then be slow to go. But
what's up, Bashara?
We got to bring population to the football. You see that ball get handed off, you got to go as a defense.
Yeah, because somebody was telling me about that. The first, Sam Howell keeps it, pulls it down, gets away, slides down. Oh, Big Sam slides? There you go, Sam. Okay. Sam gets the first down the slide. Yeah, because I heard them talk about a big DJ Jones earlier this year, like the first game, and, because we love to run Chandler.
It's not there because the corner's going to be there. This is instincts. Tuck the ball. Don't make a bad.
And they said he's a hard runner.
Get your first down or near your first down. Those are the instincts that we talk about with Sam Howell.
And they'll hand it to DJ Jones, and he will lose a couple.
Yeah, the Tar Heels run that one, try to go up there this time and lose a couple of yards. The offensive line couldn't open up a hole.
That plays kind of a image of the North Carolina offensive line this year. They're not getting vertical. They're not changing the line of scrimmage too much. They're getting pushed back, bad feet, missed assignments. That's why they're struggling with consistency on their front.
Looks like we have an injured Seminole over right in front of their sideline.
It says an injury on the field.
It'll be 3rd down, the long 2, close to 3 for North Carolina. After the injury timeout.
I hope you help them clean up, Bashara.
That's being helped over onto the Florida State bench.
See in the middle of that huddle right there is Phil Longo with the Jordan logo.
Yeah, Darth, they were saying, how they had big plans for our offensive line this year since we brought everybody back or everybody came back. But, it's hit or miss sometimes. Carolina still in the spread, but in the tight set. There's a flag on the play, though. Florida State pointing at Carolina, and it is against Carolina. False start.
That's the right tackle, Jordan Tucker.
Come on, Jordan. That was on Jordan Tucker, big number 74. 3rd and 7. Wow, 3rd and 7. It was 3rd and 2. Let's go, baby.
Almost making a scissors action. It forces you to communicate and pass things off. That's going to be paramount on this 37.
Don't get this first down. They may pass the ball. I mean, they may punt the ball. Howell comes out, gets the first down and more. There's the Sam Howell I know. Yeah, he wouldn't slide that time. I don't like it when he does it, but, that's Sam Howell. It's not there. Pull it down and go, buddy. Nice little move right there. Puts his shoulders down. Keeps driving like he's a running back. Don't get hurt, buddy. That's right. If he gets hurt, Big Criswell is going to come off the bench.
This season and in this game, I'll do it. Nice job on the offensive line and passing off that twist.
Wow.
By Sam Howell.
Bishara.
Have done a lot of damage on the ground.
Hands it off this time. Big Jones has some crease. It's another first down. I'll check on Jones's stats next time we have a break, little timeout, because we've seen him get 10, get three carries for
DJ Jones with the finish.
DJ Jones still on the field. Another first down. 5 minutes on the clock. It's 10-14. Sam Howell drops back. Looks like he has a man. Oh, it's picked off. Right at the end zone. Picked off. He threw it quick, so I thought he had a man. But there's a flag on the play. Another receiver on Carolina is going to be declined by Florida State. It's an interception. It's a touchback.
Only the second interception thrown this season, or the first, I should say, at home by Sam Howell.
Yeah, Sam, he drew that quick. He threw that quick to Brown, but Downs looked like the guy that was more open. Yeah, he was locked on Downs. I mean, he was locked on number 1.
This is a beautiful job on the go route.
Man, he was locked on number 1, but Downs was the one that was open. That was great defense, though. I give him that.
That is a big interception. The sophomore from Mississippi
Come on, baby.
Transfers over from Mississippi State. Tracks that ball. Go gets a huge interception.
Again, the first thrown at home this year by Sam Howell.
So Florida State takes over on the 20. They get a little swing pass out, number 8. He gets about 8 yards out of that. 7 to 8 yards.
7.5. Cedric Gray eventually got him down.
I'm not sure.
Ward, right up the gut.
Florida State runs again. Ward right up the middle for another 6 or 7 yards. Florida State up-tempo offense. Another handoff. Tries to go up the middle this time, and he still gets about 3 or 4 yards.
Maintain his footing after first contact and scoot forward through the arms of Miles Murphy and picks up 5.
Corbin and Ward are such young players for this offense. And you mentioned their offensive coordinator, Kenny Dillingham, realizing whatever ways that they have to kind of build their offense around getting those guys the football is best. And right now it's in the interior of their offensive line.
Quarterback keeps it this time. Once again, he's up the field before anyone can make the tackle.
This has been a very impressive ground game here in the first half for Florida State. As you would expect, Kenny Dillingham told us we are basically a bubble screen. Get the ball to our running backs, run the ball with our quarterback type team. That is when we are at our best.
I'd say that's one, they're handling the movement by North Carolina's defensive line, the stunts and the twists. 2, there's not that many negative plays. That's a big deal for this offense. And really in the last 2 drives, they've kept North Carolina's offense off the field. Now, the turnover helps.
All right, 3 minutes left in this half. First and 10, 14-10. Carolina is behind Florida State on their on Carolina's 48-yard line. Quarterback hands it off. Corbin finds a little bit of breathing room over there. Gets about 3 yards. Looks like there's an injury on the field. He stands up and he goes back down.
We have an injury timeout as Cedric Gray goes back down.
Little timeout here.
Let's go back to Matt.
All right, guys, coming up on the Lexus halftime report, Texas and OU and a finish for the ages. You won't believe how this one ended. Plus, we'll check in on Georgia and Auburn. The Dogs looking good early. And speaking of good finishes, Ole Miss and Arkansas came down to the final play. I'm going to try to get Sam Otto to smile by halftime. It is rough here in Studio Y. Joey Galvin is still hinting on what we're going to do. We'll see you guys coming up on the Lexus halftime report.
Tough break for Acho in those long.
All right, so as we have a little time out here on the field, passing yards, Jay Travis for Florida State, 5 of 7 for 28 yards. Sam Howell, 4 of 10 for 53 yards and 1 touchdown. Also 1 interception, though. Travis actually has a touchdown pass, too. Rushing yardage, Jay Travis, the quarterback, 5 carries for 74 yards. Sam Howell, 6 carries for 58 yards. Man, these days these offenses where the quarterback has more yards than the running backs, bro. Killing me. Receivers, T. Ward, 2 receptions for 10 and downs, 3 for 48 and 1 touchdown for Carolina. Quarterback keeps it. He gets away close to the first down.
See where they mark him. Very close to the first down, Dave. Jaquarius Conley missed.
He's short of the first down. It's 3rd and 1. Florida State, the way they've been moving the ball, probably get this one.
I didn't realize he was this wiggly. You know, that short area quickness has really made some guys for this Carolina defense miss.
He keeps it again, and once again, nobody is taking. Oh my gosh, I am not understanding. Let's see. Carolina has 1, 2, 3, 4 guys on the line. Number 12, stay outside. Come on, bro. Who goes and gets the quarterback? If that happens,
that ball handling. I try to make sure everyone understands. That's hard. You got to see that defensive end crash, and do I give?
Man, Georgia Tech. We did the same thing against Georgia Tech right here, where nobody is taking responsibility for the quarterback on those RPOs. It's a pass. Looks like he has a man. He does. It's a touchdown for Florida State once again. That's the second touchdown for Travis today. Second touchdown pass for Travis.
I guess, Dan, when you run it effectively the way that they have, all of a sudden the shot play is there. Travis hits it.
Yeah, beautiful fake, right? You fake to the left, bring protection.
What's up, Josh?
Roll the quarterback out, and he throws really back across the field for a big touchdown to Ontario Wilson. That is beautiful timing and play design.
I love you, Carolina, but our defense is getting exposed a little bit. The defensive backfield. Well, actually, just not. I can't just. Let's see exactly what happens here. Oh, he comes across the field. Carolina is in a zone. Wow, he just ran by him. You got to close. You got to close on that. You got to close on it. You see him the whole time. Yeah, number 80 just outran number 4.
And touchdown. Man, what a beautiful drive by Florida State offensively.
Yeah, he's got to get on number 80 quick, or nothing's going to happen. That's not going to get stopped. Also,
Players this week told me
I'm kind of surprised that I'm looking at defensive backs that are, I guess they're just like feeling they know the play, because the defensive backs on the right side never even took a read step backwards. Never even took a read step backwards.
It broke the barrier, right? Of we do the work. Okay, now it pays off.
And they were it was a zone. It was a cover 2.
And that they're really growing.
All right, Florida State kicks off to Carolina. Ball goes into the end zone. Carolina will get the ball.
For success.
Walk it out to the 20, I think it is.
If you look at the numbers, they scored.
Well, maybe the 25.
Mackenzie Milton show on opening night, 41-38, a loss in overtime, but then the heartbreaking loss to Jacksonville State, where they managed 17 points, 14 points against Wake, only 23 in a loss to Louisville, but 33 last week at home against Syracuse, and a game that amounted to a shootout. Team that only
all right, so Carolina is down.
3 straight touchdowns. They've got 21 on the board. This is
down 11 points. 53 seconds left in the first half.
With Jordan Travis at quarterback. Howell trying to answer. Here's Josh Downs. He's got 11.
Howell finds Downs for the first down.
Downs in the slot. Change your pace again. Now sit down. Now.
He's a nice little shifty wide receiver. Runs great patterns.
I just love the way Downs runs his routes. He does have elite speed and smooth stride and change of direction, but the change of pace in his route running.
Flag down, though.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct against the offense.
Come on, guys. That just kills me. What are you doing? I'm sorry. That unsportsmanlike conduct penalties are stupid. It's just plain stupid, bro.
Johnson. Right.
Hold up. That's what you called, Ruff?
That's what we popped him for, huh?
Wow. That's what you called? All right. It is stupid to get one, but that right there, that was not a good call there, ref.
Correct. Who was in the game?
So now with the clock stops, the timeout is called.
Riker? Am I saying that right? I like that name. Got to be Riker. That's a great name. What's going on, man? And thanks for the thumbs up. Nice little misdirection with the quarterback, taking him to the right side. Carolina bites on it. And number 80 just outruns the free safety. Or outruns the safety, and the quarterback put it on him. Touchdown.
You mentioned it, Bob. This is the most rhythm.
I'm doing good, Riker. Trying to look at a little football here. Do a little streaming.
So they'll fall in love, I'm sure, with any system if you win. Right. But that traditional pro-style pocket passing offense.
Carolina hands the ball off. DJ Jones carrying a lot of load here. 39 seconds in the first half. Carolina still in their own territory. Sam Howell looking to pass the ball. He throws it. No flag called. Or no flag on the play. 2nd and 10 with 28 seconds.
For you right there. That incompletion saves time. 28 seconds left. You got 2 timeouts, so you can really throw the ball anywhere. A big thing for your receivers is
had a long week.
You catch that ball inside the
numbers. Hey, that's good, man. What position do you play?
If you catch it outside the numbers, do everything you can to get out of bounds to stop that clock. No sack if you're Sam Howell.
Sam Howell with 28 seconds left on the clock. 2nd and 10. He drops back. He goes to the short back. That was Jones. Jones doing a lot of the heavy work today.
I think you're going to get a face mask on Florida State defensively.
Well, that would change things. There is a flag down at midfield.
There is a flag down.
15-yard penalty here.
And it looks like it is a penalty. Face mask on Florida State. 15 yards. That puts Carolina in Florida State territory.
Keenan Deloach, the middle linebacker, comes in there on DJ Jones. That's their correct call. Now, do they get their timeout back?
Cool.
Because of that penalty?
Point guard. All right. That means you got some ball handling skills. Are you a scoring point guard or pass first? Oh, come on, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Carolina's still not. Did he slip? Or was it just them off of a. No, they were off. They were not on the same page. They're not on the same page.
And snap it off so you get the defender to drive outside, and there's that easy completion. Now,
Okay, well, I thought he was going to downs, and he may have been going to guy up top. Right now, we need to hit downs. Yeah, I got a few basketball videos on my channel. Howell gets out. He gets out of bounds and the first down. There's a flag on the play, though. Maybe holding. Maybe bringing it back. Yep, holding. Man, that kills the drive right there.
Watch the left tackle here, Azudu. You're going to get this stunt.
Hey, man, work hard at practice and get better.
And pass off. Does a good job of setting it there, and as Howell leaves the pocket, he's going to hook on to 14.
He got him.
Cushney right there, and that creates that hold. That is a huge penalty.
Yes, it is, man. Holding kills drives, bro. Kills them. Don't shake your head. You held him, man.
Now they need probably about 20 to 25 yards to get in the field goal range, and they only have 9 seconds left in the half. Although they do have a timeout. Reminder, you can kick off your Week 5.
That's what I'm talking about, Riker.
Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. The Countdown Crew on ESPN and the app.
These days, I think the most effective point guards are score first point guards. Because they get into a habit of not wanting to shoot at all. And once teams know that, if they can play defense on the other guys and you have nobody to pass it to, you know, then you know, you got that wide open shot. You got to take it. If you're not confident in taking that shot, then that defense is going to have an easy time defending. But if you can do both, they know you can score first, and then you can still pass. That's dangerous. 9 seconds left. 2nd and 20. Carolina. Maybe a timeout for Florida State.
I'm just saying, you are not winning the MVP at the end of the season. If you were to put that out to a full season, he ends the year with 20 touchdowns and 14 or 15.
All right, cool.
You're not going to win the MVP.
But if he throws for 35 plus 100 yards and
what's your classification?
That's 12 touchdowns rushing. Again, with the team that's decimated, I'm gonna push the conversation.
Because if you're in high school and you're about to graduate, my college team, Carolina, we need a shooter.
Although it's tough to put his numbers next to, say, a Dak Prescott through this first month of the year.
What grade are you in?
Talk about the MVP conversation. I mean, look, we're barely, 25% of the way into the NFL season.
I think in this situation for North Carolina, a couple things are important because you have one timeout in 9 seconds. If you are the person who catches this ball, you really want to declare yourself down. Unless you're taking your Hail Mary, catch it, get down, and call your timeout immediately. Because trying to get an extra yard or two takes an extra second.
Sam Howell in the spread, single back, throws the ball.
Long throw to the sideline.
It's off the mark.
Play for North Carolina will be to throw one in the end zone.
With 4 seconds left on the clock, 3rd and 20. This is 4 seconds before halftime. 11. All right. So you got this year. You got this year to work on things and have an even better year next year.
Trying to run around if you're Sam Howell, create some time, allow those guys to get into the end zone, and just give the opportunity for that ball to get tipped up and caught.
Oh my gosh, why are we calling timeouts? Let's go.
Florida
Maybe we can get Hubert Davis from North Carolina to recruit you. We need a pure shooter. We don't have one. Well, unless Carolina has drafted a pure shooter, because we sure didn't have one last year.
Allstate will also be donating to the American Red Cross to help with disaster relief efforts. Thank you to Allstate.
You mentioned Sam Howell came into the season with such high.
Oh, by the way, Riker, just check my schedule. I put up, turn your notifications because I usually I do like streams on of course college basketball. Really is just the Carolina basketball team, but also on the Carolina the Charlotte Hornets. And actually they've got preseason going on already, and so I've done 2 streams on that. So yeah, when you're just at home chilling, not doing anything, check me out.
As far as throwing the football offensively.
All right, so with 4 seconds, it has taken like 8 minutes. Carolina gets the ball. Sam Howell drops back. Low pressure. He slings it into the end zone. It's knocked down. And that's it. The halftime score is 21-10. Florida State. That was dangerous.
I don't know if that was on purpose. Downs is there for the tip right
You
there.
need to bat that down hard if he's going to bat it down.
To the left.
If Downs was in a great position, he could have got that.
By Florida State's defense before the half right there, but giving up no points.
And they will start the third quarter with the ball and an 11-point lead. Time to head to the studio.
All right, so it's halftime.
Big game, Bob. Thank you. It is time for the Lexus halftime report. Start to the
Let me
great
change a little
Texas,
color
Texas
here.
State
I don't
Fairgrounds.
like this
You got
color.
Bevo, you got the
There we
Silver
go. That's
Slugger.
better.
You had the Red River rivalry, and it was an all-time classic. Fourth quarter, Oklahoma down 8. Watch the catch here by Marvin Mims from Caleb Williams, who came in and replaced
little
Spencer
throw.
Rattler. He just threw
Good
it
one.
up to
All right, so
and Marvin Mims made a play. He was doing that all day long.
Carolina.
Cam gave us the definitive shoelace view. Oklahoma within 2. Then the 2-point
Carolina trailing Florida State. Nice little game we got going on here. Carolina needs to get their we definitely need to get their offense started, but we also need to tighten up on defense. We are showing shades of Georgia Tech.
So very next play, this is the swing. You got a quick change of possession.
Shades of Georgia Tech. What I mean by that is Georgia Tech's quarterback killed us, and it was just, the RPO at read option. And Carolina has yet to have somebody to be accounted for the quarterback. Like, I don't know why defensively we have not figured that out yet. But if a team wants to beat Carolina right now, wants to beat us right now, all they have to do is fake it to the running back and read the defensive end and go. We have nobody staying home and taking care of that responsibility. I don't know why. I don't care what technique the defensive line is in, whether it's a stand-up defensive end or if you're down in a 3-point stance. To me, if you are outside, if you're on the end of the line, your first responsibility is to set the edge on the outside of the line because you got help to the inside. You got the linebacker back there. You got the tackle on your side. You also have to tackle on the other side of the ball if you don't have one over the ball because they're going to go to wherever the run is going. So you got help there. If you stick your nose inside, which is what I've seen a few times today and several times against Georgia Tech, the guy on the end of the line, he just takes off and goes inside. The quarterback is reading that. If you go down, he's going to keep the ball and get outside. Now, if you have a defensive end who has a wideout, responsibility for not defensive end, defensive back's responsibility is pass first. If those guys take off down the field, the defensive back has got to respect that. He's going to drop back. He's going to read that. So he's going to vacate that area. If the linebacker who comes up is going for the run, which he's supposed to, then nobody's going to have the quarterback. So I don't know what's going on, why we can't read that, why we can't solve that problem.
When did this thing change for UT in the second half? Well, this is what you saw back when they played Arkansas. Come into an environment you weren't expecting and you get blown out. Now, this is a different scenario because you're up 28-7.
Campolindo.
Talks about all gas, no brakes. When you're up 28-7 against your rival, you have to put your foot.
I never know where to put the accents. In by reading. But I'm gonna check that out, Ryan. See if I can find your name. See what you're doing up there. Yeah, I used to coach basketball also. I miss that. Man, I coached middle school basketball, middle school football. Yeah, I just retired last year. Actually, this past year.
College football is delivered by Pizza Hut. Order today at pizzahut.com.
Jeremiah energy is everything. I was like, somebody needs to see this awesomeness I get every time I go to Chick-fil-A.
She said, "Can I record me?" I was like, "Of course."
Thank you. All right, thank you. The next thing you know, it was like, boom. People that never even been to Wilmington that wanted to come to Chick-fil-A to meet Jeremiah.
All right, guys. So it's halftime. And like I said, Carolina is behind. Let's take a look at these stats here really quick.
Customized car insurance from Liberty Mutual, so they only pay for what they need. What do you say we see what this bird can do?
We're not giving you a helicopter.
It's like a walking kid.
Jordan Travis for Florida State, 6 of 8, 60 yards.
Carolina isn't just a
Sam Howell, 6 of 16 for 73 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Jordan Travis has 2 touchdowns. Florida State rushing, Travis, 7 carries for 87 yards. His long was a 53. Then Corbin, 6 for 32, and Ward, 5 for 25. For Carolina, Sam Howell, 6 carries for 58 yards. Hang on just a second. All right, so Sam Howell has 58 yards. His longest was 18. DJ Jones, 9 carries for 45 yards. 16 was his longest carry. And then Ty Chandler, 7 for 37. Ty Chandler has not been out there in a while. Don't know if he's hurt or not. But DJ Jones is doing his thing. Receiving yards, Ontario Wilson, one reception for 32 yards, and that was for a touchdown. Then you have Trayshawn Ward, 2 for 10. Josh Downs, once again, heading the Tar Heels, 4 receptions for 54 yards and 1 touchdown. DJ Jones, 1 for 9. And Green, 1 for 7. I understand using other guys, but if your main guy is getting open, find him, put it on him. Because once in the not the last possession, but the one before that, Sam Howell went to Brown, I think it was, who was being covered pretty good. And I think he had a better shot of getting that pass. Wow. Better shot of getting that pass to Downs, who was actually a step in front of his man. And we ended up throwing an interception.
10-3. So next Jordan possession, first attempt, they're on 49. Bennett connects with Ladd McConkey, 45-yard touch here.
Almost had their chances in this game.
Interception one by Florida. Florida State has an interception, and that was the one I was just previously talking about. You see the kick returns there, kickoffs. One thing I don't like about this is they do not show the defensive side of the ball, but that's how it goes. Look at the team stats right here. First downs, Carolina has 4 more than Florida State. Carolina has 213 yards to Florida State's 204. Passing, Carolina is also leading in that statistic, 13 plus yards. Rushing, though, the Florida State Seminoles are at 144. Carolina's at 140. And one thing that is hurting Carolina are the penalties. Florida State's 4 for 35. Carolina's 8 for 75. These penalties will kill you. They kill drives, especially those holding penalties. All right, so with that said, at halftime, the score is 21-10. I love my Tar Heels. I love that Carolina blue, Carolina everything over here. But we, in the preseason rankings, we were ranked at number 10 and in the country, and we're not a number 10 team right now. Not a number 10 team. But once again, you got to keep playing. You got to play the whole entire game. I just finished watching my alma mater play. North Carolina A&T State played North Alabama, I think is who they played. Yeah, Alabama. And North Carolina, A&T dominated the game at the beginning of, in the first half. We dominated the game offensively. And then we came out second half, and North Alabama actually walked us down. They even had the lead there late in the third quarter. Even had the lead. North Carolina A&T State University came back and scored. And I think as North Alabama was driving, they threw an interception, and A&T was able to hang on and win that game. So I said all that to say this. You've got to play 4 quarters. So we'll see what happens here with Carolina. They still got a chance to win this game. It's 21-10. They're not completely out of it, but they got to come back on offense and make something happen and not turn the ball over. And then the defense has got to figure out – they got to figure out the play action. They got to figure out that RPO, that run option. If they can do that, I think they'll be okay and win this game. So we'll see. What's up, Aiden? Two Aidens in the house. Oh, my bad. That's Austin. Hey, Aiden, I'm doing all right, man. I can't complain. Trying to watch this game, doing a little streaming action on a Saturday. Get me prepared for my NFL stream tomorrow. The Panthers playing the Philadelphia Eagles. We got to get back to winning ways because we lost against the Cowboys. But again, the Cowboys is a great, pretty darn good team. So, what have you been up to?
Come on, let's get this workout started. Heart rate stays off. We're moving to the mat. Let's go, Peloton. Bring that thunder. As we rotate.
experience with some of the most storied programs in college football. We are the national champions and raise some of the brightest stars. We are coaching legends who have left their mark on the game, and those legends who continue to write history. We are the past, present, and future on Sundays. We are the ACC, and this is ACC football.
This halftime report is presented by Lexus. Experience amazing.
5 teams in the Big Ten ranked in the top 11. One of them, Michigan State, taking on Rutgers. Jalen Naylor had a ball game.
Yeah, he had an unbelievable day. 5 receptions, 221 yards, making everybody miss and running into the end zone.
Wow. 31-13 the final. Look at these numbers. 2 sacks Michigan State today. Public sticker implications in this one. Naylor had 221 receiving yards, 4th most in a single game in program history. Most since Charles Rogers in 2001. Kenneth Walker the third. 233 yards from scrimmage. Who gets the sticker from this game?
Oh, we have both one.
We can't. So we'll find out.
This halftime report is presented by Lexus. Experience amazing.
Are you using Liberty Mutual's coverage customizer tool? So you only pay for what you need. Sorry. You're an animal.
Only pay for what you need. This is the planning effect. If you ask Susie about the future, she'll say she's got goals. And since she's got goals, she might need help reaching them. And so she'll get some help from Fidelity. And at Fidelity, someone will help her create a plan for all her goals, which means Susie will be feeling so good about that plan, she can just enjoy it right now. That's the planning effect from Fidelity.
The Spooky Fans Day by Dr.
Sure, so quick. Because we got
Are you guys coming?
You've seen the latest step chart. How do you like to play a ground this year?
Start the second half with the football. They start at their own 25-yard line. Bobby Susan, Dan Orlovsky, Chris Button. Very impressive first half. Offensively, from a rhythm standpoint for Florida State, what are you looking for in the second half?
Yeah, well, it's been the Jordan Travis show. So can Florida State continue to do that? Their offensive line has been really good. They've run the ball well. He's made huge plays with his legs. And then for North Carolina defensively, show us that you have some heart. You know, disciplined, tackle together, play with team effort. But I want to see some energy out of that whole football team because this young man has been the best player this afternoon.
Travis goes to work to start off the second half. Deftly avoiding a tackler in the backfield. And picking up about 6 on first down. He is elusive, certainly more so than we've seen at any point this year.
Yeah, he makes Fox miss once. And then the ability to kind of just, again, find the hole that he has to get to as a runner, making Cedric Gray miss and get 6 yards on first down.
93 yards rushing for Jordan Travis. Jay-Sean Corbin picks up a couple. Let's check out our first half stats, brought to you by PlayStation. And it was the ground attack for both teams going toe-to-toe in the first half.
Yeah, the big part of both teams running the ball well with their quarterbacks. You know, Sam Howell was a little bit more evading pressure. Jordan Travis was more designed run. I would say for North Carolina, though, they're the team that needs to get their pass game going way more if they're going to try and come back and win this football game.
Down and 2. And that time, North Carolina ready for the carry by Jordan Travis as Cam Kelly read it and made the stop near the line of scrimmage to force fourth down.
Watch Kelly. This is Kelly right here. Fox is going to crash down and take the run. 12. Kelly, stay disciplined. Your job is the quarterback. That's an outstanding job. I mentioned it. The discipline by the defense. Cam Kelly knows the goal was to come out and get a stop on defense. Carolina does that. Now they're going to give their All-American quarterback, Sam Howell, the ball.
Romano trying to angle a punt towards the sideline. Instead, it goes down the middle of the field to Josh Downs. He is brought down almost immediately. Let's check in with Chris.
Mike Norvell just extremely proud of how his guys handled the slow start, were able to pick things up in the second quarter. Jordan Travis managing the offense while extending drives, which have allowed for the explosive plays. For Matt Brown, he just said offensively, we keep shooting ourselves in the foot. Penalty after penalty. Then we have the turnover. He's like, that's uncharacteristic of us. We just need to settle down and play our game.
That's the number 3 passing attack in the ACC, number 15 in America. Sam Howell, and this air attack averages about 310 yards per game. He's only got 73 yards passing so far. And they'll start on the ground here with Chandler picking up a yard.
Bobby, you talk about the passing attack. You know, Josh Downs, their great receiver, number 11, 4 catches for 57 yards in the first half. As we see Todd Chandler, everyone else had 2 catches. So as much as you want to try to get the ball if you're Sam Howell to Josh Downs and their offensive coordinator, Phil Longo, it's important that other people got to make some plays. Simmons, Green, Walston, Morales, some other people are going to have to step up. It can't just be the Josh Downs show.
Offense, 11. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
So the same problems that plagued North Carolina in the first half, according to Matt Brown, like them here in the second half. A 1-yard gain on first down.
Right.
And now a penalty to get you behind the chains. It's their 9th penalty already. Alex, second down at 14.
And a lot of them are penalties you can control. You know, the pre-snap penalties, and those are the things that drive coaches nuts.
Blitz off the edge. Howell out of the pocket. Again, he will try and get the job done with his legs. Slides out to the 36-yard line. Here, Thomas forced him to scramble, but he picked up 10.
Been the story of the game so far. You know, the rush for Florida State, making Sam move, and he's done a nice job with the 3rd and 4. Now, this is where we want to move Josh Downs around. Where's number 11? Can we create that matchup for him? They've got him in the number 2 spot right here.
Sam Howell pulls it down again, trying to get the first down. He does and more. Slides again. Refs getting taken out right there. 1st and 10, Carolina. This is the 3rd quarter, 11 minutes and 7 seconds left on the clock.
You see Ty Chandler lead blocking. That's an awesome job of him kind of hopping through, stepping through that tackle. The 3rd down running game with the quarterback has been nice for Carolina's offense.
It's neutralized the pass rush of Jermaine Johnson and Keir Thomas as well.
Quick pass out the Downs. He uses his speed. Still running in now. He's down at the 34-yard line. Look at the tackle. Turn around and block somebody, bro. What are you doing? Just running down in the way.
And then he comes back to the ball. I create a bigger window, and that allows the tackle to go kick out.
And a penalty marker at the end of the play.
There you go, Aiden. Yeah, man. Look, I don't have a problem listening to people's music. I've always done that. But I believe now. My question was, why does everybody want me to listen to their music? Like, I'm not a music producer or anything like that. I'm like, dang, So then last week I asked that question. I had somebody say, yeah, they're trying to get paid, which makes sense. Good run. Hang on to the ball, buddy. Good run. That makes sense, man. You got because people want me to listen to songs, and a lot of the songs are not like updated. Some songs are like 5 years ago, or whatever. Like, no, they're still good songs. I'm like, why would they want me to listen to something they made 5 years ago? And the only other thing I can think of is like, hey, people keep listening to the songs. You keep, you got these 100,000 views and 22K subs. You want to keep getting paid, which is what YouTube is all about. So I'm like, hey, let me get in on some of that. Sam Howell's man wide open in the end zone, and it's the tight end Morales. Touchdown, Carolina. And I'm fine with looking at stuff like that, or listening to people's music, because I like doing it. What was it? Last week I did a YouTube artist stream, and I think it was okay. But yeah, check my stuff out too. I've got a YouTube channel.
Get the ball to your offense. Sam Howell makes a couple plays with his legs and throws the strike to Morales.
70-yard touchdown drive for North Carolina. The response from Sam Howell, and it's a 4-point game.
Your nickname is MJ. Okay. Aiden. Yeah, that makes sense. My my daughters and everyone was like, why do they want you to listen to it, Dad? Like, because my daughters are they're music majors too, and I was like, well, I don't know. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's been a theme. A lot of people come in, they don't even watch. They don't say anything about the game that I'm talking about. That's streaming. It's simply, hey, Coach, I'm new here. Go listen to this. So I'm like, hey, man, I'll listen to it. I'm starting to listen to music at the end of the broadcast too, but hey, go check out my videos. And how do I know you watched the video? Because I've got 2 computers going on here. Or I can go on my phone and I'll check it out. So I was like, hey, if you listen to it, leave me a comment. Then I'll know you listen to it. Then I'll go listen to your music. Let me get something out of it.
Everywhere is great, but where can we use them?
You can use them on any travel purchase, not just some.
Oh, you're gonna nickname me MJ? I got you, Aiden. Hey, no, I'm not lying, man. Back in the day when I was younger, I was really into that pop locking dance stuff. Really into it. In fact, me and one of my schoolmates, we actually did a little dance in the cafeteria for the student body. Yeah, that was out of my comfort zone because believe it or not, I'm a little shy dude, and he talked me into doing it. So we went over to the high school for like a whole week or two, and we practiced it. And then when we had I forgot what you call it, but you guys have probably had it in school. It's like a rewards day for doing good all semester. They call it something else. So it's an acronym. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, we went in the cafeteria and did our thing. Cool, dude. What's up, Mark?
Chris Button and coming out of the halftime break was looking for a response from North Carolina. They came out, got a 3-and-out defensively, and went right down the field for a touchdown to make this a 4-point game. Now we'll see if Florida State can respond. A momentum swing early here in the third quarter. And another touchback off the kickoff by Jonathan Kim.
Little things go a long way. So first of all, the receiver up here, your job. Push vertical and take away that safety. Now watch Morales. He's going to come up and kind of bluff. And then go down.
So Carolina gets on the board and turns this back into a ball game.
I'm blocking you now. I go down the sideline. Receiver take that safety. Beautiful vision by Sam Howell. Just enough patience by Kamari Morales. It's a great touchdown for North Carolina to start this second half.
And a great start to the second.
What's up, man?
For Sam Howell. Travis, Sean Corbin. Tandem in the back.
Oh, dang. I think it was like 34-31 or something like that.
Travis sets up the screen.
Yeah, they what, the A&T game? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I started watching A&T, and I was like, well, if they blow them out, I'm gonna go ahead on and switch over real quick. But because North Alabama is at the bottom of the conference right now, and it looks like at the first half, North Carolina, A&T was just gonna blow them out, but they came back in the second.
Deep shot for Jordan Travis. He's got a man. It's Helton behind the defense, and he is deep.
Yeah, because we got Kennesaw next week, and I think they number 2 in the conference right now because Mammoth is ahead of them. It's going to be interesting to see what we do against them. Yeah.
We're going to see the protection. The Hassan in the middle right there, 51. There's the right call. This is very similar action to the touchdown.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Yep.
Miscommunication. You see Conley with the hands up. It's the same motion that they used to get Wilson off in the first half.
Aiden, I think you are right. It took me a while to figure it out. I'm just glad people come in to be on the stream there. And but I have noticed a lot of people come in, when they want me to listen, and I'll have an extra, it shows you like how many guys you got on your stream. And then as soon as I listen to it, bam, that's minus one person gone. So, well, actually, Yeah, that's. Some people can still be hiding in the bushes, but yeah, I think you're right about that. Florida State knocking at the door. They have the ball on the 10-yard line, hands it off right up the middle, first down and more, down to the 1-yard line. Corbin going off to the sideline. No, he's got a little bit of limp there, but he's not going off to the sideline. Looks like he's going to walk it off. There's a flag on the play.
Bring Johnson. Both those guys kick out. And Corbin goes right up inside of it.
And Carolina once again shooting themselves in the foot. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Come on, Fox. Let's go.
Becomes a half-yard penalty as they'll put the ball inside the 1, first and goal. Corbin, even with the limp, stays in the game. Travis, quarterback sneak, looking for a push.
Travis goes over. He scores.
And it is a Florida State touchdown. How about the answer by the Noles? Royce, they clearly raise that to 10 with the extra point pending.
So Florida State comes back and brings the ball all the way down the field there. And the quarterback finally works his way into the end zone.
The backs there and the tight ends.
So our defense is going to have to figure out something. Because right now, Florida State has a rhythm going here, and Carolina can't figure it out defensively.
So Ryan Fitzgerald try and push the lead right back up to 11.
And the extra point is good.
Florida State and North Carolina trade touchdowns. It's a 2-score lead for the Noles again.
Timeout on the field.
Quarter-pound Keenan, 2 for 6, only at BK.
Welcome to Allstate. Where we have all new.
The leaders here.
And savings like that.
All we have are offensive leaders. So Jay Travis, 8 of 10 for 105 yards, 2 touchdowns. Sam Howell, 8 of 18, 115 yards, and 2 touchdowns and an interception. Rushing yards. Jay Travis, 11 carries for 101 yards. Sam Howell, 8 carries for 77 yards. Once again, I got to get used to these quarterbacks being the main rushers, the top rushers, and not the running backs. Receivers, Helton for Florida State, 2 receptions for 53, and Downs, 5 receptions for 78. Carolina drove the ball down right after halftime and got on the board, but then Florida State did the same exact thing, brought the ball down, and they scored. Wow. Let's see. Get that out of there. I'm just interested in the rushing yards here. Quarterbacks, we just read those. They're the leading rushers. But then after that, Corbin for Florida State has 8 carries for 42, and then Ward 5 carries for 25. Ty Chandler 9 carries for 51. And then DJ Jones 9 carries for 45. So DJ Jones got a lot of work there in the second quarter, and now Chandler is back out there.
Launch the counter. First coming up the middle.
You know about crispy thighs.
Here in California, we believe in what if. After all, it is our middle name. What if we got the moon and the stars? Here we welcome all women with open arms. After all, there's only one wrong way to women. What if you don't?
So yeah, guys, check me out tomorrow. I'll be live streaming our Carolina game. Carolina is going to be playing the Philadelphia Eagles tomorrow.
Second most in ACC history. Who's number one? What's the career record for most passing yards per game in the ACC?
I know the answer.
You never know the answer.
Can I get two answers?
Why would that be fair? How about you get 6? Just keep guessing until you get it.
And Florida State kicks off. Carolina ball goes into the end zone. Carolina will bring it out.
All right, your answer is
Deshaun Watson?
let's find out. The answer to our Aflac trivia question, Sam Howell trails only who for career passing yards per game in ACC history. Number 1 overall pick, Jameis Winston.
Jameis threw for 295 a game?
You're alive.
Sam Howell back on the field.
All right, Jameis. Deshaun's got to be up there, though. He's probably number 2.
Won a national championship playing that way.
Sam Howell's number 2, so Deshaun's 3.
Midway through the third quarter,
He drops back, has downs over the middle, gets the first down, and he's hit down right there.
Has downs over the middle. Crisscross out of the bunch. Patience by downs. It's called F-post. He's just sitting at defender Jamie Robinson, getting to widen across his face. I like getting that bunch set for their offense to create some space for downs.
Thanks for the 2 likes. Those people who gave me a like, appreciate it. They handed off to DJ Jones, who's back out there, and
no gain on first down.
it seems as though if our running backs wait for the line to get some speed and get up the field for blocking, they are definitely going to get tackled. They're going to have to hit the hose because our line is not getting down the field on those pull blocks, those pulling blocks. Play action. Sam goes over the middle. Oh, Brown drops it. Wide open, number 1, and he would have had more room to continue to run.
It's beautiful. The play fake gets those linebackers to come up. Watch it on the left side of your screen.
Puts it right in his hands.
The safety slips. McClellan,
Yep.
he's going to run.
He probably would have scored on that one. Now it's 3rd and 10. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third. Gotta pass this ball. Sam drops straight back. He's being pressured. Howell's got to run. Ooh, he's hit out of bounds. Wow. Wide open pass. Hit him in his hands. And Sam gets assisted out of bounds. Got to punt it. Got to punt it.
Non-box score mistakes that don't show up. 2nd and 10. Strike to your receiver. Huge play. Now you got to punt.
So Carolina's punting. 6 minutes and 8 seconds left. 4th and 7. Barring some type of penalty, the defense is going to have to come out because there's a fair catch on the 16-yard line.
43-yard punt, no return.
Ooh, 54 playbacks. Got to have more than that, baby. 3 likes. Thanks for the 3 likes.
Hard work, sure. Guesswork, no thank you. Because when you're on a mission, you want to get it right the first time. That's where the Home Depot comes in. With an app to rent and reserve the right tools with just a tap.
All right, so there's a timeout on the field. Carolina had a little bit of movement there in the offense and actually had a big play, but the receiver Brown dropped the ball, hit him right in the hands. As I used to say as a coach, you hit him in the wrong. Sam Howell hit him in the wrong spot, hit him in the hands, and he dropped the ball. Like the commentator said, the free safety had slipped down because he was coming up to make the tackle, or try to break it up, and Brown would have had nothing in front of him. It would have been a foot race. All right, guys. Even if you are not commenting and you're in the shadows or in the bushes, as people say, you can still, if you can give me a thumbs up, I appreciate it.
There's something in the air, out of the sadness. It all starts now.
Yep, guys, you go to my channel. I'm gonna put it up here in just a second. Check out my videos. Just reached 500 subscribers, so I made a little video for my 500 appreciation of for getting 500 for the 500 subscribers, people who subscribe to my channel. And I do that every 50 subscribers, every 50 new subscribers, because at the beginning of my YouTube journey, I said that I would do 50 push-ups for every 50 subscribers, and that's what I've been doing since I've started. So check out that video. It's a real shorty video, but check that one out. And one of my newer videos that I've put out was a how to do the wave and the moonwalk. I have another video that I'm going to be putting out here shortly. Who knows? It may even be tomorrow. Of me doing a little workout at the YMCA, little 3-point shootout. It was not even a shootout because I did it against myself. But I'm just basically trying to hit 3-pointers in a row. And it took me longer than I thought it would, so I videoed it. So check that out. It'll be out soon. Anyway, back to the game. Florida State has the ball. They've been driving. Carolina is missing tackles. Oh, my gosh. Come on now. Ward gets 16 yards on that play. He should have been tackled twice. One thing about this name Ward here, guys, I don't know if this kid is any relation to a very famous Ward that went to Florida State. He could be. He's probably about his same height. This kid, number 8, is a little bit stronger than the guy I'm talking about, and that guy is none other than Charlie Ward. Charlie Ward was a great quarterback for Florida State. In fact, Charlie Ward was a great athlete. Charlie Ward ended up playing professional basketball, even though he won the Heisman for football.
Okay, I got to go with my feet. He trusts it. And, okay, I can hang the bucket and throw the ball. And that's been the biggest thing is he realizes those attributes that they have, those are
Carolina forefront.
Allows him to make the right decisions.
Florida State one back, sends him in motion to the left. Hands it off, but he's down quick by Evans. Now I wonder if the quarterback had kept that one, would he been able to get outside? Because they're going to look at that.
Allowing him to get out on a perimeter, you cut the field in half, and he can still use his legs if he wants.
All right, we got the Florida State has the same set to the other side this time. He brings number 80 in motion, drops back to pass. He's got plenty of time. He throws the ball, and it is caught on the sideline. Referee says it's good.
I mean, this is just spectacular. Look at the ball placement right on the sideline.
Yeah, all you have to do is get one foot in. Looks like he gets both in.
Looks like replay is going to buzz down, stop the game, and check this play.
All right, they're going to review this catch. Oh, gosh, he was
It is an important play. It's
why?
A 3rd down and 12 conversion.
Let's check it out.
Yards. But then, is there any doubt in your minds that this is a catch? That's a toe down.
That's a catch, bro.
And he controls that all the way to the ground. It should be, I would think, a very quick confirmation.
I thought he caught it when his toes were on the ground.
I think he's got feet down there. I think they pop up, and then I think he gets them down again before his body gets out of bounds.
You can even see a little of the film.
Yeah, I think that is a catch right there. It's not very clear though, but it was called a complete pass on the field, so you got to have indisputable evidence. Place things.
The ruling on the field is confirmed, but either way, it's an 18-yard game.
You know how hard this is? Sprint to the left, getting hit, and still having to make that throw. He takes a shot right there from Graves. He's running full speed to his left, and he's got to throw that ball over someone.
The score is 28-17.
Again, you get to see the
Florida State in the lead, 3 minutes and 15 seconds in the third quarter. Florida State driving again. They've been doing this since the second quarter. Basically what they want to do. Number 13 drops back. It's a screen. And McDonald gets a first down and more. Florida State seems to be in a rhythm, calling the right plays at the right time. Players executing. Linemen blocking great.
Beautiful play design. Same formation as the previous play.
Running back comes over to the left side. Ball snap. Quarterback's looking to pass. He has little happy feet in the backfield. Now he's out of there. He's running.
Stays in bounds. Now steps out. You're the 10-yard line.
Gets the first down.
Picked up 11 more. That should be, if the ball's right on the 10-yard line, 1st and goal.
Ball's on the 10-yard line. There's nothing right now that tells me that Carolina can stop Florida State from scoring. So unless Florida State makes a big mistake, they will get points out of this possession. Single backfield spread offense right here. Quarterback sends number 0 to the left. Ball is snapped. He hands it to Corbin. He goes up the middle. He gets a good 4 yards out of that. Ball's on the 6-yard line. Figures the tackle for Carolina.
Florida State has done such a good job pulling people in their run game, their tight ends and their tackles. This is where
Corbin, running back, still on the field. Spread. 2 receivers to the right, and number 80, another receiver goes to the right. Wide open, number 80. Wow. No one picked him up. I would like to see that play again. Let's go. Replay center. Here we go. 8 goes all the way across the field. 44 follows them for a little bit and then lets them go. Like,
looks like a little bit of a bobble by Wilson there.
That play is under further review.
But number 44 stops, and I guess they were in zone defense because nobody follows them. It's like everybody followed them. If it was man to man, then number 44 should have continued along with him. If it's in a zone, then the cornerbacks bit on the wide receivers.
Does the nose of the football touch the ground as he is trying to?
If it's zone, that's a catch.
I think that's going to be the question. As he loses it for just a moment, does he keep it off the turf?
Yeah.
Now, ruled this a touchdown on the field. Yes. So
if it is a zone, then the cornerbacks bit with the wide receivers and went inside. If it was a man-to-man, then 44 did not fight through the traffic to get to his man.
That should be a touchdown. The only other way you take it away from them is if you rule that before he regained. All
right, so right now, Carolina's defense is not as strong as I thought they were at the beginning of the year.
And that would also be a reason to say this.
Let's go. What are you guys prolonging the game? That is a touchdown. He has it now. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Why are we looking at it so long?
This is a good show, good
All
angle.
right, 55 playbacks. Oh my gosh. I'm going to barely, looks like,
I think he has possession right here.
get 3 hours on this broadcast.
I actually like the fact that he's holding the ball up. You know, it almost seems like he realized, bobble, put the ball in my left hand to show the officials I've got possession.
And again, it was called a touchdown on the field, so that precedent being set. And there it is.
All right, touchdown on the field, or touchdown on the play. So the score is 34-17.
And now Florida State doubling up North Carolina with a minute to go in the third quarter.
All right, please, analysts, do not rank the Carolina basketball team in the top 25. Do not do that, because as soon as you do that, we won't live up to it. I'd rather be ranked outside of it and then have a great year and then work our way into it as the season goes. You're always jinxing my teams by ranking us higher than we deserve, and then we not living up to it. I think if they had what's up, Max or Harvey? What's going on, Max and Harvey? I believe having Carolina down lower, like maybe 24, 25, that would have lit a fire under us at the beginning, and we probably would probably be playing better. I don't know. Can't really say you play better, but that would have put a chip on our shoulder, I think. What's going on, Harvey? Man, I'm watching my Carolina Tar Heels get drugged right now. The score is 17-35. It is still the end of the third quarter, but we should be playing, I feel, a little better than this.
To Lad McConkey, big play for the
Lad
Dogs.
McConkey, what a name.
Georgia goes up 24-3. Give Bo Nix and Auburn credit. Come right back down. Take Bigsby able to stay on his feet. Right now, 24-10.
So Georgia is leading Auburn 24-10.
How about this? Syracuse.
And Syracuse is taking it to Wake Forest. Wow, Wake Forest is a powerhouse today. These days. All right, Carolina gets the ball back. Sam Howell throws it, has to throw that ball away. Little handoff, rollout pass right there. 2nd and 10. Come on, baby, run the ball. Let's go, run it.
Just hurt themselves today. That's why they've got 17 points. The penalties, the
Blake Hendricks, what's going on?
Now you really have 16 minutes to play. You're in a 3-possession
Thanks for joining the
game,
stream.
and you want to be an offense that runs your RPOs, and it's not necessarily conducive to the game situation.
Sam Howell gets the ball out. Oh, good move. Hang on to the ball. Simmons breaks the tackle. He gets a good 7 yards out of that.
Third down has been such a Sam Howell run game situation.
It is 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3. Score is 35-17. Florida State over North Carolina. There's 28 seconds left in the third quarter. So there's one more quarter. Carolina sends 3 receivers to the left. One at the bottom. Nobody in the backfield except Sam Howell. It's going to be a pass. He pulls it down. He runs. He gets the first down, and he gets more. He's still on his feet. Hang on to the ball. Good job. He switches the ball so he does not fumble. Sam Howell gets Carolina in scoring position. So Florida State is getting bit by the same bug that Carolina's getting bit by. Nobody's taking responsibility for the quarterback. All right, so there is the end of the third quarter. Carolina still down big to Florida State, 35-17, but Carolina is on the move. Thank you, everybody, for joining the stream. This is Carolina against Florida State. Florida State is kicking our butt right now. We cannot stop them defensively. Their offense is too much right now, but there's still another quarter left. Hey, check me out tomorrow, guys. I will be streaming, or I will be commentating my Carolina Panthers against the Philadelphia Eagles. Looking for my Carolina Tar Heels to get back to their winning ways tomorrow. We will have McCaffrey back, if I'm not mistaken, our all-star running back, our all-pro running back. Taking a break right now. Blake is taking a break. Yeah, so hopefully the Carolina Panthers can get back on their winning ways. They are 3-1. 3-1 tomorrow. If we can win that one and be 4-1, that I haven't heard that in a long time. Carolina Panthers 4-1. Take advantage of it and
there's something I want to ask you.
Get that win.
The new iPhone 13 Pro is here with the most advanced iPhone camera ever, and I got it at T-Mobile.
Yeah, Riker. Hey, no disrespect, but I hope Carolina scores 40 points on the Eagles. Not because I hate the Eagles that much. I don't like the Eagles colors. I don't know. It's not a very exciting color, just like the Jets. I don't know what it is about green. But anyway, that's just because it's my team.
It's brand new and it's only at Zaxby's. Order on your favorite delivery app.
The spooky fans.
Philadelphia Eagles. Oh my gosh, who was that guy that played for the Eagles? They made a movie about him. I think he just actually he was a walk-on. Dang, what was the name of that movie? I like those type movies, like Rudy. It was another guy though, played for the Eagles. Wide receiver. Can't think of his name right now. Cannot think of his name.
Astronauts are ready to begin complex spacewalks. It's a $2 billion science experiment to determine the origins of the universe.
Yeah, well, you guys check the game out tomorrow. Let's see who wins this game.
Each time you go out in space,
I gotta go with my Panthers. If I was a bet man, I'd bet on the Panthers. I'll probably look it up early tomorrow and see what this game predictor has on here, and they will probably say they would put the Panthers up by 2 touchdowns. And I should just be quiet right now because I might jinx him. Nah, it wasn't Gale Sayers. Not Brian Song.
Yeah, their defense is playing so good. That environment is going to be incredible tonight.
I hear that. I hear you. Let's go. 19. Chandler back out there. No, it was a. I'm pretty sure it was Philadelphia. I'm gonna look it up. They made a movie about it, and it wasn't Gale Sayers. It wasn't Brian's song. It was a white football player, and I think he just walked on to the team. You know, him and his boys used to play like pickup football, and the Philadelphia wasn't doing very well, and so they just had like open tryouts for guys to come out there, and he tried out. Good stick right there. And when I say stick, I mean pass. Sam Howell. They get the ball down to the 5-yard line. Nice little pass there. Number 18. Who was number 18 for Carolina? Not sure. And they run the ball. Chandler. Right at the line of scrimmage. Let's go. Let's get DJ Jones back out there. Big DJ Jones, and let him hit it. What's the name of this guy? I'm gonna have to look it up. I think he started out as on special teams, and then he was a receiver too. Let me check this out. All right, so there's a timeout on the field. Carolina threatening to score again at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Football movie of a Philadelphia. Like Devontae. No, not Devontae. Mark Wahlberg.
Now Dish has dedicated teams monitoring.
Invincible is the inspiring true story of Vince Papelli. That was the kid's name, Vince Papelli, an ordinary guy who, against extraordinary odds, gets a 1 in a gazillion shot at living every sports fan's wildest fantasy. Like the city he lives in and his beloved hometown NFL team, the down and out Vince has seen better days, but and then it goes on. I can't read more. It calls an unprecedented open tryouts. The Philadelphia Eagles call an unprecedented open tryout, and the 30-year-old bartender who never played college ball makes the cut. Now Vince needs every bit of his gritty, never say die attitude and enormous heart to survive in the high-stakes world of professional football. Heartfelt and triumphant and filled with body-slamming NFL football action, Invincible will have you on your feet cheering. And I liked it. I liked the movie. Was called Invincible. Mark Wahlberg played Vince Papelli. And like I said, Vince Papelli was a guy, just an ordinary guy. The Philadelphia Eagles at that time weren't doing good at all, so they had like an open tryout. Let's see. I don't know if they'll talk about the year it was. It was like, I think it was in the 70s. It was in the 70s or the very, very early 80s. So it wasn't really like, it wasn't in the 60s, it was like in the 70s and early 80s. And this guy who was he was a bartender, 30 years old, tried out for the team, made it, and actually got in games. And I don't know how long he played, maybe a few years, but, you know.
To use your tight ends
All right, Carolina comes out, and they got Chandler out there running the ball. I don't know why they took DJ out. I'm not saying Chandler couldn't get in there, maybe more on the offensive line, but now Sam, 3rd and goal, has to throw the ball, throws it really, really high, and almost kills some people out there and behind the goalpost.
An official went down as well, and now it's 4th down and goal. Now down by 18. This might be go for it territory.
1, 2, 3 to 4. He tries to find Nesbitt on that back crosser.
Boy, he I don't know if he might have hit the referee on that. All right, it's 4th and goal. The ball is on the 5-yard line. Carolina is actually on their 4th play since the ball has been on the 5-yard line. They have not moved the ball at all. Sam Howell is he drops back, but he may be running. There he is. He's running, trying to get there. Has a man, and it is incomplete. Great defensive play. Carolina drives the ball down the field only to come up empty.
Howard goes to scramble, pulls it, looking for downs. Knowles is right there.
Gosh, who's number 3? Let's go, bruh. All right, I've got to see that play again while there's a timeout on the field. I see it. I'm going to rewind this play to see if number 3 could have helped out his quarterback. He started scrambling. Dang, number 3, Sam Howell doesn't have he gets locked on one guy, and he doesn't take his eye off of him. Because, gosh, number 3 is wide open too, but number 3 could have made himself more visible. Boom, I stopped the play right there. You guys, I wish you guys could see what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at this play right here. Sam rolls out. Now, number 10 may be in his eyesight here, but number 3 is wide open in the middle. Sam has already got that ball cocked back as he's running. Got plenty of room before he gets to the line of scrimmage, and he sees the guy in the corner, and he lets it rip. But I can't blame that all on Sam Howell because number 3 could have kept running, and he would have been wide open. He basically, let's see. Yeah, he stops. He doesn't throw his hand up or anything. So Carolina moves the ball pretty good on that possession in that series, but comes out empty. I don't know about us. We still got to play State. That's another big rivalry, and State probably feeling themselves right now. Okay, 61 playbacks. I got to get a few more. I'm trying to get to 200 playbacks today. Don't look like I'm going to get it. But if I can get a couple of new subscribers, it'll be all worth it.
Inspiration is out there. Go find it. ESPN College Football is delivered by the Shakaroni from Papa John's. Pizza with a purpose. Order today.
Matt Brown, throughout the years, got his start in coaching at Florida State. He had multiple knee injuries, the last time happening because he was playing in a fraternity football game. He joked it was the best and worst thing to happen to me because then I had to coach. He said, figured I couldn't make a living anymore as a player, so I started coaching, and it's turned out pretty well for him.
And for everyone
what is North Carolina State's football record this year?
NC State are 4-1 right now. That's 23rd place in college football.
So North Carolina State is 4-1. They are number 23.
Besides that middle linebacker, Cooper comes unblocked now. Howell scrambling, trying to make something out of nothing. But that is a walking touchdown if not for that designed Thomas and Cooper stunt. Brilliant by Florida State's defense.
All right, Florida State sends two guys in the formation to the right. RPO hands off to Corbin, who gets about 6 yards on that play.
All right, guys, SMU and Navy. Navy playing much better the past couple of weeks. Tied at 24, then Tanner Mordecai to Jordan Curley for the touchdown. SMU gets back on top 31-24 in the fourth quarter.
Well, this is probably about as much to stop as North Carolina's defense will have. 3rd down and 2. They have to get the ball.
It's 11 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game.
As soon as possible, as we are down to 11 and a half to go.
And if I'm thinking North Carolina defensively, protect the edges of your defense. I'd anticipate Florida State trying to get Travis on the edge.
Yeah, they looking good.
Pump fake and a run forward for Jordan Travis.
And so Jordan Travis for Florida State gets another first down.
Nothing's there. They're trying to get a swing screen. It's not there. Tuck it and just be an athlete. Find that seam that just pops open, and that is a huge 3rd down.
Carolina does not have an outstanding defensive lineman.
That's when you don't think much. As a kid, you were playing sports.
They got some decent linemen, but no outstanding defensive linemen.
Travis is showing it a lot today.
Maybe the guy from Greensboro will come out next year and help him. There's a good handoff to Corbin. He gets about a half a yard. 10 minutes and 30 seconds. The clock keeps running. 2nd down. Ball still in Florida State territory.
And now for the 2nd time this year, it's Jordan Travis.
The interesting thing is, leading into this game, they were very much so a perimeter team. You know, we talked about catch and throw, kick the ball to the perimeter, and this has been pound the rock type of offense.
Once again, thank everybody for joining me today. This is Florida State, Carolina. Florida State handling Carolina right now. RPO hands it off. Ward gets about 3 yards on the carry. It's 3rd down and about 5 yards. Can Carolina hold them and get off the field this time? Carolina actually has had 2 times they should have scored on drives. The one drive, they had a good rhythm going, and then there was a interception thrown by Sam Howell in the first half. And then the last one they just had where they drove the ball down to the 5-yard line and then didn't get another yard. Travis in the backfield by himself. He keeps it. He reaches out to get the first down, but does not get it. 4th down, ball is still on right under their 30-yard line. I'll give them I'll spot it at the 28. Florida State's going to have to punt it. So the defense holds this time. Right now, just in case they have held right now. They just do not need to get suckered up by a fake or get drawn offside. Watch the ball, 24. Here you go. All right, that's going to be returnable. He kicks a line drive. Downs gets probably a good 15 yards on that play. Not bad. All right, so let's see if Carolina can drive the ball down again and get in the end zone this time. That's 2 touchdowns, if you ask me. 2 or at least 2 scoring drives. So Carolina has 13. Let's say the first drive that the interception was thrown on, Carolina gets 3. Right? That's 20 points right there. This last drive right here, they had to get in the end zone. You're 5 yards away. College team. A line that everybody says should be the number 1 line probably in college football right now, because these guys played all last year, and so you got the same line you had last year. Seems like we would get in anytime the ball's on the 5-yard line. So that would have been, and then we kicked the extra point. That would have been 7 more points right there, 27 to 35, I think it is. Yeah, 27-35. Carolina's still in the game right there. All right. If they score on the interception drive, all right, that's 14 points right there.
Folks, the world's first fully autonomous vehicle is almost at the finish line.
So it's 31-35.
We're going to fine-tune the dynamic braking system. Woo!
What a ride! I invested in
All right, so the game could be a little different right here.
You don't have to be a deep learning engineer to help make the world a smarter place.
Is it coming blue?
Did I say that my alma mater won today?
Ready for Subway Deep Fresh Refresh? That's a new and improved Italian DMT with new artisan Italian bread, new Black Forest ham, and new refresh.
North Carolina A&T State University.
Say big. Order through the app.
Like sport?
Well, yes. Who does have live sport?
Who has like dating shows?
North Carolina A&T State University defeated North Alabama University today in Big South action. Big South action. Yeah, A&T was in the MEAC last year, and then they decided to move or switch conferences from the MEAC to the Big South. So right now we are sitting at 3rd place in the Big South. I think somebody said today that is where we had been predicted to finish, at 3rd place. And so one of the teams that have been predicted to be to be one of the top teams, Kennesaw State, I think it's Kennesaw State University. That is the team we will be playing next week. Sam Howell over the middle to Downs. Downs is stopped 2 yards before the first down.
Pineapple on pizza person? Sure, yes. That's a sin, dude. When you take a look at me, how many toppings are you imagining I'm going to be against? That's a valid point.
Looks like with 7 minutes, 48 seconds, Carolina's probably going to do more. Oh, they run the ball. Here you go, baby. Get off the field. Tyson. I said Tyson. Chandler.
Second and 1, though. Are we thinking shot play there when you need scores and you need chunk plays?
I don't mind that call.
Exactly. I don't mind that call either. Keep it mixed up, man. Keep it mixed up. You can. What if he breaks that? What if he breaks that? It's the best call in college football. Then, all right. Yeah, we know we got to throw the ball, but still mix it up a little bit. Howell goes deep. Great defense. Simmons had to step on his man. He had to turn around to catch that ball. Yeah, Simmons had to go back to catch the ball, and that right there allows the defensive back to break it up. Yeah, he could have done that. Or Sam could have thrown the ball a little bit to the inside. Exactly. Let him chase it down. Throw a little bit to the inside. Let him go chase it down, and it's a touchdown. Carolina tight set, 3 receivers to the left. Sam Howell drops back, throws it over the middle, gets it to Down, but Down is tackled right at the line of scrimmage, but there's a flag on the play. It looks like it may be holding. I didn't see it in the backfield, but pass interference. Pass interference offense, just as bad, 15 yards. That's even worse. We should have got a holding penalty. That really hurts Carolina right there.
Right here, trying to run through that linebacker.
All right, so his job is to run through the inside of the linebacker. He's doing his job. The linebacker either has to or let him pass. That's inside of 5 yards. The defense is doing his job. The receiver's doing his job. That's not OPI.
Yeah, I don't know about that call right there. Now Sam's got to go down the field. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I thought Sam was going to pop out this side too. That flag, that's got to be on. I don't know the way the coach for Florida State is looking. It may be against them.
It's a penalty against North Carolina. This should be very quickly announced and declined by Florida State. You keep the clock rolling.
We're not sure there's a flag on the play. Defense. Oh, so Carolina gets their 15 yards back. It was against Florida State. Carolina gets their 15 yards back there.
Jordan Tucker right up there. Coach JB's guy. I don't know. It seemed like he might have the jersey just pulling him up, right?
Oh, come on. Get out of here. Get out of here. His head was up. All right. Downs comes in motion. Carolina drops back with Sam Howell. Sam Howell's in trouble. He's hit hard from behind. Never saw it coming. Never saw it coming. He got to make a decision on that. Sam Howell holds the ball. Oh, he was okay. I got you. He was trying to get away from Deloach right there, and didn't see the guy from behind coming up. Whew. Sam Howell still on the field. Sam Howell must have been a running back in the day, because he can take a hit. 3 receivers to the right, 4 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Downs comes to the left. We hand it off to DJ Jones. Why DJ Jones is taken out of the lineup there for that big span, I have no idea. That's the big back you want to get it to. I don't know if they're trying to just pay some upperclassmen respect or whatever to Chandler, or I don't know if he's an upperclassman. Give him more respect because he's the starter. Has a man get the first down. Let's go. Stop dancing. Let's go, baby. 5 minutes. First down. 4 minutes and 57 seconds. The clock keeps running. But as the commentators say, Carolina's just taking their time. Like, it's almost like they've conceding this right here and just going to try to get a little bit of at least get a score. Not really thinking about, yes, we're going to win this game, but just continuing to play.
Another stop for Amari Gainer. 4.5 minutes to go.
But here, you call that swing pass. Great, you get 3 yards, but 40-plus seconds came off the clock.
Sam Howell in the backfield by himself. This may be a run if nothing's there. He finds a man. That's Jones. Clock still running. Do not take Jones out right now. Let's go, coach. So there is a player down. It's going to stop the clock at 4 minutes, basically. 4:02 on the clock. 3rd and 4. So got a little timeout on the field with Florida State 35, Carolina 17.
feels on every iPhone, including the epic iPhone 13 Pro on us. Honey just got its own stinger. Sweet heat drizzled over hand-breaded chicken, crispy bacon, and melty Swiss. This honey has some bite. The new all honey hand-breaded chicken sandwich.
Yeah, guys, check me out tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The Panthers are playing the Philadelphia Eagles. Trying to get these Panthers back on their winning ways. I believe we can win this game. I know we can win this game, but can we go out and execute and win? Can we cut down on our mistakes? Cut down on mistakes and play fundamental defense and offense and get this win, because Christian McCaffrey is supposed to be playing tomorrow. You know, I would take my time with him myself. I thought he would be out at least 3 to 4 weeks. I thought 3 weeks bringing Christian back would be too quick because they want to take care of him. But he's only been out 2 weeks. He did walk off the field with his injury, the injury he had. So I want to say that the injury, and any injury, is bad, but it was not as bad as we thought it was, or as bad as it could have been. I think he felt a twinge. He continued to run out of bounds. And then he walked around on the sideline for a while. Then they went ahead and took him back and started treatment, I'm pretty sure, immediately. So he missed 2 games, right? He missed most of the game. He got hurt. So he only played, I think he got hurt in the first quarter. Carolina went ahead and win that one. Then he did not play against the Cowboys. And so now he's getting ready to play this game. So that was a Thursday night game he got hurt. So Thursday night, the next Thursday, that's a whole week. He missed the Cowboys game, and then now he's playing this week. So that's good. That's a good chunk of time to get well. But yeah, I didn't think he'd be playing in this game. I think they should take their time and maybe bring him out there if you're going to play him. Don't work him to death. Carolina has the ball on the 15. Sam with a quick strike, first down. He catches it. Still in bounds, and the clock starts again. Carolina strolling around, not trying to do anything quickly. That was Walson with the catch. Yeah, they don't want to. They're not really trying to win this game. They're just trying to get in the end zone, I think. Sam Howell drops back, has a man. That's Downs. And Downs gets to the 2-yard line. Experience the ESPN app. 3 minutes, 14 seconds left on the clock. Clock still running. Carolina still walking. Not necessarily, bro.
Come on, Carolina.
They're not going to stop the clock anyway.
Rolling again, under 3 minutes to go.
Come on, Lion. What are you going to do? Downs in motion. They hand it off, and Chandler gets in. So Carolina does get on the boards this time. As the commentator said, though, Carolina probably could have saved a good minute on the clock by playing hurry-up offense, up-tempo offense. They just took their time and drove the ball down the field and scored.
Theoretically, not yet, but it looks like they are going to go for 2 now to try and cut the lead down to 10.
I think this is the right decision.
It's the right decision, but if they were going to do all that, why did they? Oh, Sam gets under center.
Downs the man in motion.
A little trickery. Nobody's open. He throws it back. Oh, and he catches it. Number 3. Little trickeration going on there, and Carolina gets 2 points there. So the score, it's a 10-point game, but it's 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock.
A little bit of a Philly special. They're going to bring Downs here and try to leak. How Green is actually just going to find himself open in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, Green should have done that on the last touchdown. Just stay moving. Now get open. There you go. Downs like he had his head up better than better than Howell did in that last touchdown pass he tried to throw.
There were only 2 players in the end zone for North Carolina. The other was covered. That trick play didn't have quite the desired effect for North Carolina. That was Downs to Green into a tight window.
Downs put it on him.
You have to have the onside kick.
All right, so Carolina did not run up tempo. Get a bounce. Get on the ball.
It was touched before it went 10, which means it's a live ball, but
Florida State gets on it.
To cover it up.
Ooh, was lucky. Carolina
Guys, it's a
ran by the ball there.
Today in college football. I'm not sure what this is and what they're doing. All I know is that's how UMass ended their 6.
That's called victory formation, bro.
They get the fight in Orlovsky's 27.
UMass beats UConn.
Dan Orlovsky's not walking through that door. Zach Evans is walking through the door tonight. TCU and Texas Tech coming up at the conclusion of your guys' game here on ESPN.
I am going to wager that the only show today that a studio report will show the kneel down and field storming of UMass against UConn will be this show.
So Carolina back on defense. It's a handoff by Florida State. Ward gets about 3 yards.
I can't believe we lost to UMass, man. Well, it's probably because we didn't have Jordan Travis. Down in the red zone. Sprint out. Now watch it throw by the puck. Right out on
Nice
time.
little pass.
To the young freshman. Here comes the motion. There's bad communication. No one carries. No one kicks out for Carolina defense. Look at all the
It was man to man. The other receivers out here looked like they were playing man. The defenders looked like they were playing man to man. They were re-showing the play that number 80 ran across the formation again and scored on a pass reception. 35-25. 2 minutes and 33 seconds left in this game. Florida State with the ball, 2nd and 6.
And I remember talking to Louisville guys about him, and they were high on his ability and whatnot. And I believe it was his first time. He came in and threw a touchdown pass, I think, right before the half. And I was like, man, or maybe right before the end of the game. And you saw what a nice moment for that freshman. And obviously he's kind of taking control of this starting quarterback job.
Carolina 4-man front. Another handoff to Ward. He's trying to get outside. Nice little stiff arm, but he does not get the first down. 3rd down. He ran out of bounds to stop the clock. Not to stop the clock, but he stopped the clock.
College football prime time. As soon as we are done here on ESPN from Chapel Hill. 3rd down.
Well, he stopped it for a little bit there. 2 minutes and 14 seconds left in this game. Florida State taking their time.
Snap this ball until that play clock gets down to 1. And I wouldn't even be surprised if Mike Norvell lets it go all the way down and call a timeout.
Run this play in 3. They hand it off, and Carolina once again making bad tackling, and Florida State gets the first down and more. And now Carolina has to call a timeout. Wow. They had him in the backfield.
play is there to be made by North Carolina.
Just make the tackle. Missing.
2 missed tackles.
Hang on, bro. Don't fall off.
And Ward just continues to show I want more. 4 and 5. Look at the effort here. Spin.
Come on. Hang on. Just hang on.
Down. What a run of the redshirt freshman from Plant City for this offense.
All right. This is basically academic. All Florida State has to do. They're not. They weren't gonna try to win this game to begin with, even on that.
Maybe a timeout was called by Norvell from the sideline. It was.
30 seconds.
Yeah, they're not gonna call a timeout. They're ready to get off the field.
First 4 games.
Because Carolina actually did not run up tempo in that last drive. They just took their time to go get in the end zone there. They got in the end zone, but
coming into this game as a pretty heavy underdog, wondering if any momentum that they built last week with a late win against Syracuse would carry over, and out of nowhere, this just physical, dominant running attack has been the story today.
Well, and the game really started the way their losses did this year, falling down big. They fell down big to Wake Forest, fell down big to Syracuse.
All right, guys, so this game is basically over.
All of a sudden, they go 10-0 here. And the poise, the leadership.
So I'm going to go ahead and look at these stats right here.
35-15 over the last 3 quarters of this game. And to your point, it has been a physically dominating game by their offensive line.
Florida State,
just killing time.
He's killing time there.
You know, one of the best part of
he goes down to a knee right there. 59 seconds on the clock. Second down. All right, so Carolina's going to take another loss here in the ACC conference. Another conference loss. Jordan Travis, 11 of 13 for 114 yards and 3 touchdowns. Sam Howell, 17-32 for 203 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Rushing, Travis,
terrific performance by the Noles.
14 carries for 121 yards. He was a leading rusher for Florida State. That's the quarterback. Corbin, 13 carries for 52. Actually, Ward had 12 carries for 77 yards. Sam Howell, 11 carries for 108 yards. Ty Chandler, 14 for 61. And then DJ Jones, 11 for 60. DJ Jones actually had a better running average right there. The receivers, top receivers, Keyshawn Hilton, 3 for 40, 3 receptions for 71 yards, and Wilson, 2 for 38. Josh Downs, 9 for 121 yards, 1 touchdown. Actually, Wilson had 2 touchdowns. That was number 80. Nesbitt, 1 for 28. Morales, 1 for 21, and he had a touchdown. They do not use him like I think they should use him. Yet I think Morales is a sophomore, if I'm not mistaken. After that, there's a bunch of kicking stats right there. Neither team really did a lot of punting. So team stats. Carolina with more first downs, 25. Total yards rushing, Carolina has 432. Florida State, 383. Passing yards, Carolina, 203 because they had to play catch-up there. Florida State, 145. Rushing, Florida State actually had about 9 yards more than Carolina, 238. Carolina, 229. Penalties really hurt Carolina today. Florida State had 5 for 50. Carolina had 12 for 110 yards, a whole football field worth of penalties. bruh. But they were also, but Carolina was able to control the ball, not control the ball, but they had the ball about a little over a few seconds more than Florida State. All that ended up with the score being 35-25. Florida State 1-4, 1-2 in the conference. Carolina comes into the game 3-2, 2-2 in the conference. So all I can say right now for my team, Carolina, is boy. Yep, all I can say is boy. All right, so Carolina goes down again today. I'll say again, they won the last game, but they went down today to the Florida State Seminoles. Thank you guys for watching. Check me out tomorrow, if you will. I will be on this same channel right here watching the Panthers versus Philadelphia Eagles. Got some Eagle fans in the house. So you guys check me out 1 o'clock tomorrow. Thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll check you guys out on the next broadcast.